Ever tried squeezing a whole wedding into just 60 seconds? Trust me, it's like trying to fit a 3-tier cake into a lunchbox. Messy, hilarious, and bound to leave you with icing on your face. But hey, I'm always up for a challenge, especially when it comes to family. So here we go. The whirlwind recap of my brother's big day, all in the time it takes to microwave popcorn. Picture this. My brother, who I still see as the kid who stole my snacks and hid my favorite toys, is suddenly the star of the show. He's getting married. I mean, wasn't it just yesterday we were building pillow forts and plotting how to sneak cookies before dinner? Now, he's in a suit, looking nervous and grown up, surrounded by family. And I'm trying not to embarrass him with childhood stories. For our family, this wasn't just another wedding. It was the event of the year. Invitations went out months in advance, group chats exploded with excitement, and every relative within a 500-mile radius RSVP'd yes, before even checking their calendars. The anticipation was real. This was the moment we'd all been waiting for, and everyone wanted to be part of the magic. But oh boy, weddings aren't all fairy lights and happy tears. Behind the scenes, it was a circus of to-do lists, last-minute errands, and more opinions than you'd find at a family reunion. There were moments of pure chaos, like when the florist called to say the flowers were on their way from 3 towns over, or when the seating chart mysteriously disappeared the night before. There were family debates. Mom wanted a massive party with all the bells and whistles. Dad was all about keeping it simple and low-key, and somewhere in there, I was just hoping someone would remember the cake. You'd think choosing a flavor would be easy, but no. Chocolate, vanilla, red velvet, or all 3. Let's just say the cake tasting turned into a full-blown family summit. We had last-minute chaos, like the caterer who got stuck in traffic and arrived just as guests started eyeing the emergency snack stash. The DJ's playlist went rogue, playing Baby Shark instead of the couple's first dance song. And let's not forget the moment when the flower girl decided the aisle was the perfect place for an impromptu nap. And don't even get me started on who forgot the rings. The best man's face went from confident to pure panic as he patted every pocket, while the bride and groom tried to keep straight faces. Spoiler alert, the rings were in the flower girl's basket the whole time. Still, we snuck in some epic fun, like a first-look photo shoot that turned into a giggle fest. The photographer tried to get those serious romantic shots, but my brother and his bride just couldn't stop laughing. At one point, they both doubled over, and the whole wedding party joined in. Those candid moments, pure gold. And then came the dance party. The DJ redeemed himself with a playlist that had everyone, from toddlers to grandparents, on the floor. My uncle got so into the music that he literally danced his shoes apart. One minute he was doing the worm, the next he was holding a soul in his hand, grinning like a kid. But the real heartstopper was the ceremony itself. Watching my brother say his vows, voice trembling just a little, was a moment I'll never forget. My mom cried, happy tears of course, while the rest of us tried to keep it together. The love in the room was so thick you could practically see it shimmering in the air. Dad, never one to miss a punchline, cracked a joke mid-speech that had the whole room roaring. He managed to sneak in a story about my brother's childhood obsession with superhero capes, and somehow tied it back to taking on the adventure of marriage. Classic dad move. And I pretended not to cry on camera. But let's be real, there's something about seeing your little brother all grown up, promising forever, that just gets you right in the feels. I may have blamed it on allergies, but the camera caught me anyway. Honestly, it was messy, hilarious, and perfect, just like our family. There were moments of chaos, moments of pure joy, and a whole lot of love in between. We laughed, we cried, we danced until our feet hurt, and we made memories that will last a lifetime. If you ask me, that's what family is all about. So, what about you? If you've got a favorite wedding memory, whether it's a sweet moment, a hilarious mishap, or just something that made you smile, share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories and maybe even feature a few in our next video. And don't miss our next video for more family mayhem. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that with family, every day is an adventure, and every story is worth telling.